What's up everyone and welcome to Ola Testing Today I'm trying out the Line 6 Pod Go. To be honest, I didn't even hear about this thing until a bunch of YouTubers started uploading videos of the Line 6 Pod Go. And I was like, okay. There's already a shit ton of really good videos on the Line 6 Pod Go out there. So obviously I bought one because we need to figure out, will it do metal, like really good, or really bad? I mean, from Line 6 you have the Helix, right? You have the big Helix, then you have the LT Helix, and then you have the Helix Stomp, basically, which is really small. And now they're making something in between those and calling it the Pod Go, while keeping the sounds of the Helix, but just making it a lot more straightforward, a lot simpler to use. At least that's what I think what they want to do with this. All of that like internal routings and all that that was pretty advanced on the Helix is gone on the Pod Go right here. So they've taken out a fair bit of what's in the Helix and basically just cut the price in half, which is great. This is like 450 bucks or something like that, which is a solid price for a thing like this. What I like about this is that this pedal is sort of small. You have 8 switches, which is great, and you have the expression pedal built in, so I really like the size. I must say, it's a really good size. Doesn't weigh that much. So obviously, because I'm Ola, I've already made myself a preset using my own impulse response because, you know, I'm used to my impulse responses, so that's a really good way for me to hear if an amplifier modeler is good or not. Let's go. I found this Line 6 Badonk amplifier right here. I don't have anything else engaged except this hard gate right here. No overdrive, no nothing. I have the amp right here, it's the Badonk, and then I have my own impulse response right here. I think it sounds pretty good, actually. So I've tried a fair bit of these amp models that are in there. There's a lot of them, I must say. But I think the Line 6 Badonk is probably the best one for metal or chugging metal. But there's a lot of other things as well. We have the RevGen Red. Which sounds really good as well. There's also the purple one here, but I'm getting an error when I'm trying to load that. Maybe I need to do a firmware update on this one, but it doesn't work here, at least. Then we have the PV5150. Something's happening there. Sounds good though. Okay, Angle Meteor. What? Okay, sorry. A little flubby there. Cali 4 lead, okay. You know, just like with a Mark amplifier, turning down the bass in the mid. It's the rectifier right here. Let's add drive or something here. Is this on? Scream. There's something happening in the high end, not entirely sure what it is. Oh, is this really, oh, it's really sensitive. Okay, good. When you listen to all these different amp models with one impulse response, they're gonna sound fairly similar. It's more a feel-wise thing, I guess. Okay, Fatality. I'm still pretty convinced with the Line 6 Bedonk model right here. I think it's the best sounding one out of these. So I'm gonna try out the impulse responses that are available in this thing, and you know, there's really not that many to choose from. Basically the classic ones that you see in like the Helixes and whatnot, like Greenback, you know, standard 1916, you know, the Cali rectifier, the Englund XXL. It's basically the same impulses that you see. And they're all not... And none of them are really that convincing. You can change the microphones and all, but I mean... You can sit with this and probably find a good cabinet impulse response for you, but you really have to put some effort and work into it if you want to make it sound good. Which is a little bit weird because, in my opinion, like 80–90% of your amplifier tone, or like a model tone, is because of the impulse response that you're using. So it's so important to have a really good impulse response and cabinet simulator. But these are just really, it's a little... underwhelming is the correct answer, I would say. But then if I load in my own, like... it just sounds so much better. Now this is obviously subjective. I mean, you know, I'm biased because this is my impulse response that I made, but it's the type of tone that I like. However, another very important application that I think people like me would use this thing for is to actually hook it up into an effects loop of an amplifier, using a modeler like this into a power amplifier, a real tube power amplifier, and then a cabinet, just to get a real type of sound going, and you just get some air moving, basically. It just feels more real. So I've connected this to my Mesa Boogie Roadster back here, and we're gonna hear how it sounds. I have to shut off the impulse response though, because otherwise it will sound like shit. Let's turn it up. Oh shit, I don't have a noise gate happening. Let's put on that dynamic gate again. Noise gate. Well, that's better. Sorry. Sometimes the riffing doesn't line up. That's just how it is. Through the power amping cabinet, I think it sounds really, really good, I must say. I think I have to switch to the preamp of this, actually. Because if I have it at amp here, it's emulating the power amplifier as well. But since I have a power amplifier right here, I have to use the preamp only. So, okay, let's go back and try this. That's really low, actually. Okay. Why is this so much lower? Hey, Louise.
Sorry.
Alright, so now it's just a preamp of the Line 6 Badonk going into the power amplifier in the cabinet right here. I'm just making up the shittiest riffs today, man. Let's see if I can add some effects here. I mean... Shit, okay. Now, I'm not going to go through the effects that much. I mean, the basis of this demo is that I wanted to check if it could do metal or not. But it has the effects, you know, the regular ones that has always been in these units. So that's no surprise right there. In conclusion, though, I didn't really have high hopes for the Line 6 Pod Go. I've tried so many Line 6 products and, you know, they're good if you use them in the right way. But I always thought the other guys out there, you know, Kemper and Fractal, just sounded, you know, sounded better, sounded more authentic. And I hate using that word, by the way. If I'm using the Line 6 Pod here with a power amplifier and cabinet, it sounds great. It doesn't sound super real, but it sounds pretty freaking good, I must say. So I'm actually really surprised of how good of a sound I got out of this thing without, you know, doing too much. I just loaded up the Line 6 Badonk right there, plugged it in here. Sounds pretty good. That means that the amp modeling part in this thing is really, really good. Now, I just wish that Line 6 put better impulse responses or cabinet impulse responses in these things. I think that might throw people off. That, you know, they're trying to find a cabinet in this thing and it just doesn't sound that good. But then if you load in like a third-party plugin, it sounds incredible. I think the downfall for this thing is the factory impulse responses that are in it. With that said, I think this is a really good buy, actually. The price is definitely right. It feels rigid as well. It's metal now. Or no, the side here was plastic. Sorry. I mean, it feels solid. I would probably be able to go tour with this. For, you know, 90% of the people that are out there and just want a really good amp modeler, this is a really good choice, I would say. That last 10% that wants, you know, the absolute best sounding of a modeler, you know, the connectivity and the routing possibilities should probably get like a Helix or an FM3 or an Axe-Fx or something like that. But, I mean, this takes you pretty far. Sound-wise, it's on par with the Helix stuff, at least. So there you go. That's the Line 6 Pod Go for you. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up. I'll share this preset that I made for you guys in the description of this video so you can download it and use it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.